Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome to another auction update where we are looking at some incredible coins up for grabs in the next Coin of the Realm auction. There are links in the description box below to Coins of the Realm's auction page where you can go and see all of these. And if you are interested in bidding on any of these items, then I would highly recommend that you register and have a look because there are some pretty cool things. Now, whether or not you are actually going to go and bid and buy on some of these or not, these auctions are really interesting and important data for seeing where sentiment lies for certain coins in the world right now. There are a lot of really interesting ones up for grabs in this video. It's also a good barometer of like market rate prices, considering the big increases that we're seeing in spot price, for example, where Queen's Beast coins lie, where proof coins lie, where things like shield-backed sovereigns lie. There are a lot of really interesting things going on with this auction, and I think it's worth a look. There are some key coins that I'm going to look at here. So go and check them out. As I said, link in the description box below. You can use the app as well. I'd say the app is one of the best things about the experience of bidding on the Coin of the Realm auction. So the big one that I want to talk about, in fact, there's two big ones that I want to talk about, but this is the first big one that I want to talk about, the reverse proof gold sovereign. I had a bit of a hard time with these when I got mine from the Royal Mint, and they were not good at all, but they were reminted by the Royal Mint, and my ones have actually been graded PF70, which is fantastic. So at some point down the line, don't know exactly when, it'll be very interesting to see what price they achieve, and there is one up for auction at Coins of the Realm this weekend. My personal estimate for this, I would say, is going to be anywhere from $2,000 to $2,500. I would be surprised if it's at the lower end of that. I would be also unsurprised if it went higher than £2,500 for this coin. First of its kind, incredible coin, let me tell you. And when I get mine back, we're going to be showcasing it in all of its glory because it's such a cool coin. Low mintage, tiny mintage, and of course with the PF70 in a really sort of tiny population up there, it's going to be exciting to see where these go. So definitely one to watch. There is actually a second reverse proof up for sale here, which is at a PF69 grade. So not the perfect 70, but still a really great coin. And of course, it's perhaps a little bit more of an affordable way to collect this coin if you wanted, and you're not worried really about having the perfect 70s. These days, the difference between a PF69 and a PF70 is incredibly small and often a little bit of a coin flip, to coin a phrase. And so it's one of those things where if you just need it for your collection, perhaps this is a slightly more affordable way to get it. Now, there are a few other things in this auction that I wanted to just highlight because they are incredible and also very good barometers of where things are in the market right now. So if we come down here, we have got the 5 coin set for the 2026 yellow gold proof sovereign set. So this is an interesting one to see where the sentiment is for the market. These are stunning coins. I have this set myself. I got it directly from Chard's when I bought it rather than directly from the Royal Mint, but this is a stunning set of coins. I love the new yellow gold. Not a fan of the bullion versions with all of the extra little security features, but these are just so good, so good. And I don't know where the barometer will be for the public sentiment. So to see where this will go is going to be interesting. We'll see. Those are the two big ones. Well, actually, there is a third big one in here somewhere, which is actually, here we go, this one, the PF70 version of that quintuple sovereign. It's a funny one though, because quintuple sovereigns are some of my favourite coins ever. I absolutely love them. They're brilliant, but they're so big with the gold price right now that they're almost out of reach of 99% of coin collectors. So it's one of those awkward situations where I have some of them in my collection and I'd love to be able to continue collecting them well into the future, but like, well, this one's going to go, I think, for nearly $5,000 for a particular coin. That's a lot of money just to put on one coin. So we'll see where this one ends up as a PF70 first releases on there. Now, as you've seen, I've been scrolling through these other coins. I'm not going to be able to look at every single one, but there's a whole host of really nice old Victoria Shield sovereigns, some of which I will be bidding on for my date run, so please don't go bid on all of them. With all seriousness, if you want to bid on them, then you can. But there's just something for everyone in this auction. And one of the best things that I like about Coins of the Realm auction house is that they have 0% buyer's fees. And that's a really important thing to put into perspective. And I remember I did a video a couple of weeks ago, in fact it was a couple of months ago now, I think it was back in November, where I was talking about auctions. And when you have an auction with buyer's fees, a lot of people think, oh, well, that's, seller doesn't pay buyer's fees. What are you talking about, Backyard Bullion? Stop being so stupid. The simple fact of the matter, there you go, that's a spoonerism that Backyard Bullion likes to do. The fact of the matter is that if you have a buyer's fee, buyers factor in a buyer's fee into the total price that they pay. So if we go back to like page 1 here and we look at this reverse proof sovereign, I should probably gone a different way to get there, but if we go back to here and we have a look at this, if I say it's a £2,500 coin and that's going to be what the market sentiment says for it, then a buyer is going to factor in what say if it's a 10% buyer's fee on top, they're going to factor in their bid to be 2,200 plus the 10%, 220 plus 20% VAT on that 220, and that will give them an approximate £2,500. They'd probably just do the math specifically and work it out. And then that means that you've bid less, but you're still paying them the same amount. So as a seller, you're always paying the buyer's fees. You're always paying them, just flat out. That's just how the auction houses work. Coins of the Realm don't do that. They have 0% buyer's premium on all of these. All you do is pay postage on top and insurance if your item is over the special delivery limit. And I think that's incredible. There are not a lot of auction houses that do that. A lot of auction houses will have seller's fees and buyer's fees, sometimes even quite high for both. There are a number of auction houses, including one national institution that mints coins, that have quite high buyer's fees and high seller's fees on their auctions. And realistically, the only winner there is the auction house. Whereas Coins of the Realm, they work hard for their returns, and their seller's fees are at 10%. So really, really good across the board. I mean, if you think about relative, like eBay, you sell 14% or whatever it is if you're a business on there. So really, really good. So yeah, there are a lot of really cool things on here to have a look at. Oh, I haven't even seen these. The half sovereign proof PF70 in that beautiful shield design. You can see there's a lot of cool things. So go and check them out. There is a link in the description box below to the Coins of the Realm site. I would highly recommend you register sooner rather than later to get that registration done if you've never registered with them before. And then do you know what? We haven't looked at page 4, so let's go to page 4 and have a look. And then you can go and bid on all of the items that you might want to be bidding on. Is there even a page 4? It says 4 pages. Oh, there is. There's a couple of coins up here. There we go. So really, really good selection of coins this time round, and I'd highly recommend. This is another good one to watch, the Memorial Proof Sovereign. I think this is a sleeper coin, but I have been wrong in the past, so we'll see where that ends up, but really nice. Cool kids, what are we going to say for you to put into this video? I think if we go to page 1, it's got to be the 2026 reverse proof. It's got to be this. So I tell you what, your cool kid code, so to speak, is your estimate of what you think the final bid price will be on this PF70 reverse proof sovereign. Could be different to other people's. I want to see what you think. So we'll do that as the Cool Kids Club code. Thanks all for watching. We'll see you on the next video. As always, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.